we see all your voices come so easy in all these different kinds of ranges.
Yeah.
How does one get into voice work, and what do you have to do to maintain it? Is there a special tea? Do you do vocal exercises? Because it looks like it comes easy, but it's not. It's your instrument, right?
Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's like I said, I was 8 years old, I saw a movie in Peterborough. The movie theater was The Legend of Boggy Creek, and there was a voice, you know, coming this march, don't let go off. I said, who's that voice? You know, I remember that. So who knows what affects you? And I was always a goofy kid in school. Is that me? I was always a goofy kid in school, making up. I got a cassette tape when I was like 9 or 10, mimicking someone on the radio. It's mimicking and hearing voices and trying to come up with something, you know, weird.
How do you maintain it?
I don't know. I mean, once in a while we'll go to Vegas, and I can only take that place for 24 hours, and I gotta get out of there. But if you listen to people walking through Vegas, they're like real people. It's the classic example I always give is we're sitting having a drink one night late, my wife and I, was at the Bellagio, and you can see people walking by, and there's a little couple, must have been from New York or something, and they talk like this. You think I'm like it? I'm going to do it by the slots for about an hour. You're going to come again? Just go and do it. I don't care. I don't care. So, that's a voice. Because, I mean, you know, we're all cartoons. It's just, everybody's got a musicality to their voice. Some have more interesting voices, and you just got to just mimicking things. So I always come up with the different stuff. I really don't know.
On a typical day when you're kind of talking all day and all you're doing is talking and using it, you know, how do you take care of it? Do you get home at night and then not talk at all?
Sometimes it gets to the point where, when I was here Monday, Steve was setting up, we had a stressful day on Monday because it was the first full day recording, and I had stuff. I took the Friday away to travel to Pennsylvania, so I had a few animation auditions to do. And then I had all my clients, radio, television, plus there was a couple trailer auditions I need to do. They're all different. By the end of Monday, I worked 14 hours, and I was shot physically and mentally. And there's a gargle I use called alcohol, not alcohol. Alcohol that's been around since the late 1800s, and this stuff's amazing. It's a rinse and a gargle, and it brings back somehow, I haven't been sick for 2.5 years of this stuff, and it brings back the resonance if you're tired. But sometimes I just gotta stop talking, because you get tight in here. When you're tight in here, you know how we all get nervous and stressed out? We kind of tighten up a little bit. You know, it's no good, because you have to be relaxed. So there are little tricks in the trade, but it's tiring. You know, I want to be this busy, but at times like, oh, come on, you know, stop sending me stuff. And Rick will send stuff, and it's like the last thing I want to do. You know, it's retail. I've been doing the brick for, I don't know, how many years, Steve? 12 years?
Been doing it for 12 years.
More?
Same sale of brick for 12 years.
And in the voiceover world, they've been great to me. They honestly have been phenomenal. So I'm not going to say no, but it's one of those jobs, honestly, it's one I can be honest with you and say it's sort of carpe diem, which sees the check. And they're great people. So I do it, and they usually send the scripts at the end of the day when I got nothing left. And it's like, oh, okay, bear down, let's just get it done. You know. And this weekend at the break, it's like, so when you hear those spots, you know, it's just, you know, think of me when you're listening. I'm glad, and they've done well, and they're great to me, and it's, we fought stuff at the brick when I was a long time ago, you know, not anymore, but that's one of those things where they hire you, and you better be, you know, they don't care. They want you to be as good as you can be. So, does that answer your question?
It does, thank you.
You're welcome. Hey man.
Hey, I just want to ask, how exactly did you get into the voice acting business? Did you like go for an interview, or was that always your dream career?
Yeah, I was sort of in the media, fool around with on-camera stuff once in a while. But the voice stuff I just love it. Every day I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. And I just love that. My dad can't understand it, but I just love that. Yeah.
So can you see yourself doing it on forever until the day you die?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. There's one, you know, Hal Anderson. Is it Hal Anderson?
No, Hal Douglas.
Hal Douglas. Tonight on D&D. And he does that, and he must be 80-something, late 80s.
84 now.
84, and he's starting to kind of slow, but yeah, he's still going strong, and doing trailers, and he's phenomenal. So yeah, you can go on, keep doing this forever.
You ever think of, do you ever see yourself doing a role in Transformers, or?
I don't know, you know, it's the thing. My agent called when I went with this Prime thing, and it looked good. And she said, "Hi, I got some bad news." I'm like, "Oh my God, what happened? What's wrong?" "Well, it doesn't look like it's gonna." I said, "That's fine. This is, you know, things have a shelf life. It's not gonna go on forever. If they want to have me back one day, great. If not, look. I've been involved in this franchise for 15 years or so. That's awesome. Like, you know, I'm thankful for every moment. So it doesn't make any difference to me. I mean, that's Hollywood. You know, it's going to move on.
Well,
There you go.
thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Love the costume.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right, so I know Mark Ryan was saying that there's not really a lot of work that he regrets, if any.
Mm-hmm.
But my friends were mostly curious, what's it like being the Enzyte guy?
I regret that. But again, you know, carpe diem.
No,
No, they were good. They were good guys. They were fun to work with. The guy that produces those things, and then we just kind of goofed around and never knew it would go that crazy.
But you just have everyone asking you to voice act with the theme, so I'm not going to do that.
Oh, with that commercial?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think, what was it, Baco last year? They had you try and do an Optimus with the Enzyte?
I don't know. No.
Hello.
Hey there.
I'm just wondering, how often do you get to work with some of the other voice actors over and over again? Like Scott McNeil?
I don't work with anybody in Vancouver anymore, unless I go up there. Sometimes if there's a series and they want me up, I'll go up. But depends. I mean, Transformers, you're working with the same people every week, and I've worked on a couple of shows, a bunch of shows. Regular Show, which is another new show coming out. Worked on Flapjack, and I see the same people all the time. Scooby-Doo, I mean Frank's there, and Maurice a lot. So you do see the same group of people fairly often. Yeah, I was talking to Rob Paulson the other day. You know Rob Paulson. He's so good. Nice guy. Yeah, it's a treat for me when I work with these guys. It's so fun.
Hey, thank you very much.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, so you were just recently up, right? You did a voice.
Yo, right, yes.
Yeah, so was that your first step in the door to Disney and Pixar?
Pixar is one of the most difficult places to get your foot in the door. It's a very close shop. The animators who work on the stories so important. They have table reads for 4 years, and one guy does the voice, and they fall in love. They go, you know what? We can't really find anyone. Why don't you just do the voice? And so that happens. It's a very and then it's celebrity driven, of course, being feature film, and so it's very difficult to even get down. When I got the paragraph to read last year, I had no idea what it was for. It just said 30s, 40s, movie reel announcer, and I do all those different announcers from different decades, and just did that, Charles Munson out there, adventure is up, and just did that thing, that old, Hollywood invited Charles aboard, there's right one in his Cadillac, and I just did that. And then I got a call a few months later, and they flew me up and recorded at Pixar, which is like, it was like being in a wedding line. I couldn't stop smiling. Oh my God, it's Mike and Sully. Oh my God, it's so cool. You're Peter Doctor. I know who you are. You're awesome. Yeah, and they're all in the room. They're not like on the other side of the glass. They're in the room with you. So you're standing there, and they're right there. And there's your Captain Award-winning, there's Peter, and there's the guy from Disney and Skywalker Ranch. And they're all in the room. So it's I loved it. That's how it worked. I recorded the second session at Warner Brothers, and they used they kind of reminded you of the session that was in the movie.
Okay, and another quick one.
Mm-hmm.
How did it feel to pull Gary's finger?
I never actually pulled Gary's finger.
What?
Yeah.
Why did you not pull Gary's finger?
It's actually, misconception. It's Ian Collette that continued, because Ian sat beside Gary. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Hello, how's it
Hi,
going?
good.
Quick question for you. On your resume, do you use your actual name or do you just have Megatron to spread across the border?
Yeah, it's a good pickup line, isn't it? Yes, if you ever know Megatron.
Why not Logan, right?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Good.
First one I've ever been out to, so...
Oh, welcome. Welcome to the madness.
with all the voices you do, and the lines you say, has any of your voices throughout like your different Megatrons and whatnot ever come out in a different, like your Beast Boys Megatron comes out into like your Armada voice or?
No, I keep them separate. It's you key on a laugh or a word or a phrase. Many of you have been to different conventions I've been at. The phrase I always used to get me back into character for Beast Wars was, "I come into Retro for a pleasant surprise. What's the event you not know? Sight guns." You know, and that sentence would drop me in. For Transformers Animated, it took me a few episodes to get that because it was basically me but a hybrid, and it was the heroes like a lot of follow me toward the danger, and there's not a lot of subtleties, but it's in the. If I keep thinking of the other Autobots rolling their eyes every time I speak into a speech. So here he goes again with that whole, follow me thing. And it just got me into the rhythm of the character. The first thing I'd say is transform and roll out. Bumblebee. Follow me to what it gets me into that. It's just little things. With the Armada thing, it was, I didn't know what I was doing at that whole, I just went anyway. Oh, they played the voice ref and I fought trying to match it.